and also IMIT for welcoming us here in Ghent. And also, I don't know who for such a nice weather. You know, we shall really be grateful that we have such a warm temperature, and I'm sure that some of you can enjoy the view outside during the lunch break. My name is Jacques Magin. I am from Interinov, and I am working in the Amplifier Coordination and Support Action, who is organizing this event today. This is the agenda of the day. So after the introduction, where we will tell you a little bit what we have in mind, at least on our side, for the Fire Forum and for this new Fire Board. And there will be a short introduction from Publix on the fire priorities for Horizon 2020. Then we will have a presentation of the views of the people from Amplifier on the vision and challenging scenarios for 2020. So that will kind of start the day. And then, because this is the main objective of that day, we are going to have a couple of panels because we really want to have your views on these scenarios for 2020. So we are going to start with the first panel, which is going to look more from the experimenters' demand side. So that will be between 9:45 and 11:15. And then after the coffee break, to finish the morning, we will have a second panel, which will look more from the fire facilities point of view. So we have the two sides, and we can share our views all together. Then we will have lunch, and then in the afternoon we will start with a few words about international cooperation. Then we will have different units from the Commission presenting their views on Horizon 2020 and what we can do, hopefully with the future internet and with fire. And then at the end we will have a short report of the day and closing remarks. So this is the agenda for today. So I will start quite briefly by telling you a little bit what we are doing here. So some of you, not all, some of you were involved in what was called the Fire Architecture Board. However, this Fire Architecture Board did a lot of work. Mostly it was dedicated to the fire facilities, the experimental test beds. And when we started the Amplifier Coordination and Support Action, we thought with the Commission that we shall interact more with other communities, initiatives, projects, because fire could have an interest for these people and organizations, but also these organizations could find interest in discussing with the fire people. So basically, we identified, and we are also counting on you to tell us if the people we have identified so far are the right ones, and if there could be others, for example. So this is a first list. Some projects of the Future Internet PPP, some projects from the CIP Smart Cities, the EITI City Labs, the Living Labs, and then other EC projects, and also we have also already initiated some international interaction with the US, with Canada, with Asia. We'll come back to that. So the idea of having a fire forum is to be able to have a forum where not only the fire community can discuss and exchange among each other, but also exchange between the fire community and other communities, and hopefully form a new community around fire, but still that could also concentrate on your interests, not only the interest of a few people within the fire. So the main objective of today is to find the mutual benefits. What could be the win-win situation? What is it for you to participate in such a forum? What is it for the fire community? What is it for the other people from other communities? So at this stage we have considered at least one meeting per year. So this is the first one, and as we are going to tell you a little later, we are already considering having a second one along with FIA, the next FIA event in Athens in March next year. And then, as usual, when we have such a large constituency, we still need a smaller group to steer a little bit the activities. So we have decided to enlarge the former architecture board, which was composed only of some of the fire projects, to also other initiatives and more fire people. So the first meeting of the fire board is going to happen tomorrow. There is the same thing. I mean, we want to decide, about the next step, the action plan, the activities, and this is why actually we are doing it tomorrow, because we want also to take advantage of the outcome of the discussion from today with more people in the group. So here as well, we are considering 2 to 3 times a year. So actually some of you may have already seen me in previous fire meetings, and we need time to time also new blood. So this is why today we have decided that the people in charge of this day are going to be new faces, at least in the fire community. And the moderator of the day is going to be Hans Schaffers, the Amplifier Project Coordinator, and then I will hand over to you, Hans.
Okay, thank you very much, Jack. Welcome everyone. It's really a pleasure to be here with you. And I would like to take the opportunity to say a few words about the Amplifier Support Action, which is organizing this meeting. We have started in last January, and our role is very much to develop a vision, a longer-term vision. Doesn't mean that we are not dealing with the concrete issues of today, but we also focus on using that insight in what's happening today, what's changing today, in developing a longer-term vision of future internet research and experimentation, and setting out also a transition path and a strategy towards what we call Future Internet Research and Experimentation Ecosystem in 2020. That seems quite a long time period away. However, we should start preparing already for that transition. Another part of our work is to look into what we have today. Another part of our role is to assess what we have today in terms of capabilities, resources, infrastructures, technologies, know-how. Because we need to identify the gap between what we have here today and what we will need in the future. So that will be an important point. Yesterday's meeting, Future Networks consultation meeting, provided a very nice opportunity already of discussions in the afternoon session between fire representatives and representatives of the Future Networks community, where it became also clear that there are some gaps that could be resolved in the near future already. And that's definitely something that we would like to stimulate as a support action. The third area of work of Amplifier is to explore collaboration opportunities and models. Given the gaps and given the strategies to bridge these gaps, in the end it comes to developing new ways of collaboration among the wider community. And that's also one of the reasons that we are here today. One of our sessions is dedicated to that topic. That means, besides the gaps, we should also look into the new types of testbed services that we would like to provide, given the evolving needs and requirements of the experimenter community. And the fourth aspect is more of a wider nature, dissemination, communication, impact creation of fire. It becomes clear that we should take a second look at the effectiveness and efficiency of fire, and that we also should take a look at the impact of research and experimentation on the future internet, trying to collaborate, work together across the boundaries of our fire community to enhance that impact. Okay, this is what I would like to say as an introduction. I think we should now just, my role will be to guide you a little bit through the day, so I will be very much on the background, but my role is to stick to the time very much, as far as possible, but I will do my best, of course. And let's go to the first session, which is on Horizon 2020 and 5 priorities, and I'm happy to announce Per Blixt, Head of Unit Experimentation.